best burritos in LA today, my guy. We're going to 4 incredible spots to have some delicious burritos, and we're starting right here at Sonoritas Prime Tacos. I thought this was a burrito video. It is. Relax. We're gonna start here, and we're getting their surf and turf burrito, which has delicious shrimp and delicious steak. We're also gonna get an El Pastor burrito, which has, get this, El Pastor in it.
I'm very hungry. I love burritos. The taco tour we did here was fantastic.
Right?
I'm expecting burritos to bring the heat.
And they're going to, are you ready to eat?
I think so. Let's go.
Look me, guys. Are you ready to eat?
So ready. Let's eat right now. Some fancy beverages for us, Joe. What do you say this is? Pistachio horchata.
House-made pistachio horchata.
You're telling me a house made this pistachio
That's
horchata?
right. It's not apartment made. All right, here we go.
All right, El Pastor burrito.
Ooh,
Yes, sir.
Surf and turf, mar y tierra.
Let's go.
beautiful.
Enjoy.
Looks
Thanks so
fantastic.
much.
Thank you. Looks
Oh, yeah.
great.
These look incredible. We're starting with the surf and turf.
Start with the surf and turf. We have so many things to talk about, but first, let's
Yeah.
get a bite. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
I might be in trouble for this episode.
That is amazing. These are Sonoran style burritos, and one of the many things that separates Sonoran from other styles of burritos is on the grill there, they start almost with like a blanket of cheese on the grill, then they put the tortilla on top of it, and then when it crisps to it, they flip it over. Booyah, baby. So cheese is perfectly baked into the tortilla before they even get it started.
Yeah.
Right? And you
You
really,
really-
taste that flavor.
You get
right?
like a bit of cheese in every bite,
Yeah.
and because it's been on the grill, you get that kind of like caramelized cheese flavor.
Yes, sir.
Really good.
Fantastic.
There's like a few things that are jumping out to me here. The juiciness of that shrimp
Yeah.
and the flavor that it brings, fantastic.
Yeah.
I think that even distribution of toppings is actually pretty good as well.
Yes.
I was worried that it wouldn't be because there's a lot going on here, but I'm getting like a little bit of everything in every bite.
I think the Chipotle-fication of burritos in the world has made people kind of used to getting a bite of just rice or getting a bite of just beans or something, which it isn't a make or break for me, but if I can get a little bit of everything in every bite,
I really like the tortilla as well, actually. It's like dense enough that it's holding everything together, no leakage so far,
Yeah.
and got that really kind of like gorgeous toasted flour tortilla flavor as well. We actually eat a lot more flour tortillas in the UK than corn tortillas.
I feel like that's probably more of just the convenience and accessibility of flour versus corn.
Yeah, I think so. You guys grow like a hell of a lot of corn in the US.
Yeah.
We grow some corn in the UK, but not
Obviously,
as much.
Yeah, we're lousy with corn over here. Like we invented a sweetener because we had so much corn.
Steak is fantastic as well.
Yeah, right. Grilled, flavored
Yeah.
perfectly, right?
Oh,
Flavor
man.
of the steak and the shrimp. Taste on their own fantastic. Together, like a taste multiplier. Surf and turf as a burrito? Yes, please.
It's checking a lot of boxes. Yeah, structural integrity is there.
Yeah.
Flavor, definitely there. I'm having a good time.
All right. I also thought that we should get the El Pastor just because online they say it's one of the best ones. And also, who doesn't love El Pastor? I mean, we got steak, we got shrimp.
Our third protein of the
Let's
day
do
already.
the tour on the farm, see how the pig's doing.
So El Pastor more typically like a taco topping, right?
No, it could be
But
both.
do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of overlap with tacos and burritos.
Yeah. I can't even. I'm making a hash of this. The vibrancy of the guac is so fun to me. It almost looks like British mushy peas. I'm sure that you and the people of Mexico will probably not appreciate me for saying that, but
You said it, not me.
the flavor of that pork, it's so juicy. It's got that kind of like chipotle, like ancho, very gentle, like warm heat in the background.
Okay, you meant the Chipotle flavor, not the
Not the like
Not the burrito
chipotle chain, the
No,
actual,
okay.
yeah, the chili.
I was like, bro, what's going on over here with the shirt here?
This is one of my t-shirts, Joe. Do you like it?
I'm confused. It's Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, roses. What?
I mean, what's not to get? You know, 3 of my favorite things on one shirt. People had a really strong
Did you go to
reaction.
the mall like a 7-year-old? Just be like that, and that, and a shirt. Fine, it's his
Job
birthday.
done. Yep. No, people have really strong reactions to the chicken shirt I wore in New Orleans.
Yeah, I remember.
And so then I made it my mission to get some more fun shirts. This one was actually from my friends Paul and Rosanna. I hope you like it.
They made it for you?
Yeah, custom printed, just to annoy you.
I'm not annoyed. It's confused. It's like the colors. It's very like. I think that's like visually what we're going for. You wear brighter, more, dare I say, peacocking outfits.
Sure.
And like my whole wardrobe is like dressed to be ignored.
Just like gray,
Like,
gray, gray.
Yep, gray, dark blues. Like it infuriates my wife when I'll be like, "Hey, I got a new shirt," and I'll put like it'll be this.
Yeah,
a variation of this. She's like, "What's new about that?"
Dressing like a cartoon character.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Ahem.
Do you just swallow a chia seed there?
Yeah, it's like a boba tea, but they're little chia seeds.
Tiny chia seeds.
My man.
Chia seeds, nature's boba.
I'd love to stay here and finish these burritos, which I know we could. I got 3 more spots I want to take you to today. Ready for the next spot?
I am, yeah. I'm holding space in my stomach for these burritos.
Nice. Is that wicked?
Yeah.
This is my life now. I hear about things in memes first, and then back on
To
like, what's
work
going
back
on here?
from there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Burritos. Some people say burritos are Mexican food, others say they are Tex-Mex, which is the cuisine that kind of evolved where Texas and Mexico meet, right? The invention of burritos and the popularization of burritos isn't exactly known. Some say that burritos really made their way into the US during the Mexican Revolution by a food vendor named Juan Mendez. Now, he brought them up in flour tortillas and a little donkey, and the word burrito is Spanish for little donkey.
Of course.
So I think that's where the name comes from.
Interesting. I was wondering where that name came from, because otherwise they don't look like donkeys, do they?
Historians also think that it might have something to do with, I'm going to pronounce this word wrong, vaqueros, which are pretty much
Vaqueros?
vaqueros.
Yeah.
It's Mexican for cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, it was just a food that was portable for them, easy to carry around, easy to eat, and also they're like super delicious. So
I mean, the flavor always helps. But yeah, they're convenient, I like any kind of meal that's like self-containing and where you can eat the packaging of the meal.
that's right.
Same way, like we love our meat pies in the UK.
Yeah.
Similar principle.
Soup in a bread bowl. Right.
Maybe slightly harder to put in your pocket, but I'm sure you can make it work.
I was more going towards you eat everything, including the vessel
Right.
it comes in thing. But yeah, that would be weird to like have just like a bread, like the cap on it, like, hey, here we go. And sneaking into a movie theater.
Bread bowl in your pocket, like a big straw coming all the way out of your pocket.
The next spot on my list, Al and B's Runaway to Boyle Heights. These burritos, famous, known for being super delicious. I'm very excited for this one.
Sounds great.
We have 2 delicious looking burritos in front of us. Had to get the combination. This is the best seller, maybe the most popular burrito they have on the menu, and considered one of the best in Los Angeles. I don't want to wait anymore, my man.
Should we dive straight in and then talk?
Yeah, let's dive in.
Let's
Let's do the combination
Start
first.
with the combo. I will say this is a sloppier burrito than we've had so far.
Okay.
Oh, you've gone like full skirt off this thing.
Wow. Right?
Oh man. Talk me through this. What are we getting in here?
So, combination, because it's a refried bean and shredded beef burrito. There's also cheese on here and their chili sauce. Here's one of the many keys to Al and B's success, is those refried beans. Slow cooked for over 24 hours, added a special blend of spices. They also throw a little lard in there.
Yeah, it's funny you should say there's lard in there, because these are like some of the butteriest refried beans I've had as well.
There you go.
There's definitely that kind of like almost creaminess to them.
Yeah.
I like the texture of the shredded beef actually. I think obviously we've had like carne asada, burritos and tacos in the past.
Yes.
Whereas this one, almost more like a kind of pulled beef, like a very soft texture to it.
Exactly. Yeah. The whole thing has a really nice, consistent mouthfeel, as you like to say. And again, ticks the boxes important to me. You're getting everything in every bite, which I do like.
100%. Yeah, very like homogeneous. All those sauces, all those flavors mixing together in every bite, which is really good.
This recipe they've been perfecting for 5 decades.
I can taste it.
Yeah.
I can taste 50 years of flavor.
Obviously, you notice that this building here is kind of protruding out of this residence here.
Yeah, literally a house right there.
Okay, so originally Al and B, when they started this restaurant, it was a shack in front of their home. And over the years, it eventually became an actual building and not a shack. It's all above board, of course. But this is the original and still location of the Al and B's Empire. Started in like the 60s, like 1966.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they still live here?
I don't believe so.
Not sure. Sad. But whoever does has access to some really great burritos.
It's a nice setup. They do have other burrito varieties, and one thing that was recommended for us was the chili relleno burrito. That is a stuffed pepper, but they have a stuffed pepper inside a burrito. Come on, stuffed pepper burrito.
Stuffed pepper stuffed inside a burrito, double stuff.
Look at inside this thing. Come on, look at this.
That's, I think, one thing that we really miss in the UK is the easy access to these like fresh peppers.
Yes.
So when I see something like this in a burrito, I'm quite excited.
You know, yeah.
All right.
Dude.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh, that chili.
If you're like me, were you expecting the pepper to have like a crunch to it?
Maybe slightly more, yeah, just from like my kind of jalapeno popper
But it
experiences
is,
before.
Yeah, don't let the look or the name fool you. That pepper is really soft. Has just absorbed all of that flavor. The combination was the burrito that everyone says to get. It's the one, all the reviews are saying this is the signature one. It is a fantastic burrito. And between these two, I like the chili relleno a lot better.
You've destroyed your half.
Yeah,
your
yeah.
half is kind of gone.
Yeah, these are really great.
I think I actually might agree with you though. I think the chili relleno slightly edges it out for me. I'd say the combination is a bit more standard or classic in terms of like your burrito flavors. You get the beef, the refried beans are doing most of the talking, whereas the chili relleno one, I haven't really had anything like that before, and personally, I'm really loving it.
Rest in peace, that burrito, man. That was so good. I finished it. I never finished everything.
No, that's gone. That's high praise. That's high praise.
Interesting. You know, at least 3 people since we've been setting up and getting ready to shoot this have come up to us and said that these are their favorite burritos. They used to live here. They left, and they make the trip frequently back to have them.
I kind of get it.
You can see why, right?
It's a really busy spot. I like the vibe in here. It feels like a kind of neighborhood staple, you know, like a real spot where people just come and hang out.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Bro, did you peek inside there? It is a tiny kitchen in there too. They're just cranking out these burritos. Record time, really tight space in there.
To do this kind of like volume and this quality in that space, really impressive, yeah.
I'll preserve the recipes, never change anything over all these years. They are today as they were back in the 60s.
Yep.
Even has done everything he can to keep the prices down. I mean, one of these burritos was under $8.
Wow.
They used to sell them for 18 cents. Come on, dude.
Those were the days.
I mean,
God.
remember when like Mexican food was like always just so cheap?
I mean, I personally don't because I'm British, but you might.
Oh, it used to be a lot cheaper.
Used to be cheaper.
I should say, comparatively, this is still a lot less expensive.
Yeah.
Oh man, that burrito's hitting me. So I'm ready to go.
You've eaten.
And I could wait here for you to finish, but I don't want to because I have a few more spots I want to take you to right now.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're at Yuca's in Pasadena, has killer tacos and killer burritos. Also location in Los Feliz on Hillhurst, but we went to the Pasadena one because they asked us to.
There you go.
Gonna get us a couple more burritos. You got room for more food?
I think so. Yeah, I'm not doing too badly. I paced myself. You finished that last one off, so.
I'm ready to go, baby.
Still
I'm ready
ready?
to go. I don't want another burrito. Let's go.
Which one are we getting here?
I think a carne asada and then a cochinita pibil.
Sounds delicious.
All right, let's do it.
those. Cool.
All right, and here they are, my man. And want to start with the carne asada?
Sounds good. Yeah, I like
Alright.
that one. Do you guys play Pass the Parcel at like kids' parties?
No, I have no idea what that is.
It's like a British kids' party thing where you wrap a present like 8 times and then you go around and
Like each person takes a turn on wrapping it?
pretty much until, you know, hopefully you're the lucky person who gets the actual gift. Oh man.
Beans in here
Mhm.
with the meat, fantastic.
Yep.
The onions and the tomatoes, like it's bigger pieces of vegetables.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
because of that, the flavor of them are really jumping out, right?
Yeah, I'm getting like the texture as well. It's got a bit more like texture variety, some crunch going on. The beef itself has such a like deep flavor.
I've had a few carne asada burritos, but this one really jumps out as the fact that even though there's only a few things in the burrito, all are very pronounced, their flavor.
Yes.
All fantastic. Yeah, the beans right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're British. You're a beans guy, right?
I do love my beans, as do most Brits. It's very different to your standard baked bean, beans on toast type of bean, but very tasty.
Are they always baked?
Typically, yeah, for the most part in the UK. I think baking is the way to go when it comes to your beans.
Once again, flour tortilla. I don't see a lot of corn tortilla in burritos. Tacos, yes. Burritos, I'm not so sure.
I guess with corn tortillas, they're not quite as like malleable as you would get with a flour tortilla.
Yeah, yeah.
Flour tortilla is a lot more wiggle room. Which sauce are you liking? The red one was good.
No, the green's even better.
Let me get a little bit of the
Yeah,
little
but-
splash of the green.
Right?
That's the one.
It's very good, yeah. The green, I really like the
That's the
green
one with
salsa.
like, that one's got the tang on it.
Yeah, I think it pairs perfectly with the carne asada, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I wanted us to try the cochinita pibil, which is like a slow cooked, slow roasted pork. The reason is because the place is called Yuca's, which is a nod to the cuisine that we're getting here, which is from the Yucatan Peninsula,
Sure.
the Yucatan roots. So this one is, like I said, it's a slow roasted pork. I mean, you're looking at that right there. A lot drippier than the other ones we've had.
Yeah, this looks like a juicy burrito. Although again, not getting any leakage so far.
Oh yeah, this is really folded perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a real skill to that. Did you master the ability to like fold burritos? I can't do it to save my life.
No, cannot do it to save my life.
This looks so good.
Okay. So that is roasted perfectly. The flavor in there.
It's like the sort of like softest, most tender pulled pork that you've had in those kind of like delicious Mexican spices.
There's also a James Beard awarded restaurant, the Jimmy B.
Jimmy B.
Katharine Hepburn is eating here. Leonardo DiCaprio. and the Beastie Boys.
All of them?
Yeah,
All of the boys?
They lived out in Atwater Village.
There you go.
That's where they recorded Check Your Head. And also when they were working on Paul's Boutique. Bunch of stuff you didn't ask about the Beastie Boys. There you go.
Well, great music,
Yeah.
great burritos.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Also, did you notice that these are the first burritos we've had with no cheese in them? How do you feel about that?
I don't think I missed it, to be honest.
Didn't notice it either.
I think in terms of the flavor profile, it's actually very different to the others that we've had today.
Yeah, I've noticed that too, right?
It's a little like almost fresher. I think
Yeah.
it's to do with maybe the balance of the vegetables that are in there
Yeah.
versus the meat. It doesn't feel too like oily or heavy as well,
Yeah.
which I personally really appreciate. This is much more of like a comfortable lunchtime burrito.
And once again, every bite has everything in it, right?
Yeah. LA knows its burritos. That's what I'm learning. Man,
Well, heartburn be damned. I got another spot to take you to.
Oh,
So you got room
gosh.
for one more burrito?
Yes, I think I do. One
Alright,
more.
let's do it. The pib part of Yucatan, pibo means buried.
Oh,
So in some cases, I don't know for theirs, they actually bury it and slow roast it that way.
nice. Yeah, like steam it, get on those hot coals.
Yeah.
I've never tried that. Have you?
Have I tried burying?
Have you tried burying some meat and cooking it?
Why- When would I do that?
I mean, I don't have a back garden, but
Yeah.
you do, so you know.
Technically I
Wasted
do. I don't
opportunity.
know. Like I'm not gonna be like digging a giant hole
Your neighbors,
just to cook meat once.
neighbors calling the
Yeah,
cops
I'm
because you're out in the back of the
throwing a
shed.
carcass in there. Nothing to see here.
Guys.
Now we're at El Ruso. Going to be getting one of their big burritos, aka Sobaquera burrito. Stay put. I'll go order.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you very much, sir. All right. This thing is so heavy, dude. This is the biggest one we've had today, for sure.
This is a unit.
Yeah.
Absolute unit.
Okay, he
as
did
we
cut it
call
in half.
Good.
Do you want to attempt to get your half onto a plate?
I can try.
I can.
Can I grab this half because it's like
go,
cleaner?
Go for it.
God.
You got it?
That's all right.
All right,
I only lost
okay.
like a tiny bit.
Okay.
Oh, man,
we have so
okay.
much to talk about, but first,
You're getting straight in there. And
Yeah.
you're forking it.
I think so. I think I'm going to fork this bit and then I'm going to try and bite with the tortilla.
You coward. I'm going in hands on.
Yeah. Yo, dude. Okay. 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 Yeah, you're right. This thing is like.
This thing is enormous, but the flavor is not like diluted by that. We're just getting even more flavor. This is very different to any of the other tortillas that we've had today.
Yeah. You said the method they were making about it in there.
Looks
It's also
super
very
impressive.
thin.
Yes.
It's a very specific way of making a tortilla that not a lot of people know how to do. Obviously, they do it here.
Yeah.
So Walter, who's from Tijuana, his nickname is El Ruso because people in his neighborhood or his life said he looked Russian.
I kind of see it.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a German, Eastern European type of vibe,
I
for
would
sure.
have thought of Croatian, but yeah, okay.
Sure.
He started working in kitchens and being a cook at age 17. Worked and traveled all around Mexico, eventually ending up in the Sonora area, where he met Julia Silva. She was the expert tortilla maker. They eventually made their way to Los Angeles, started the truck, started making tacos and burritos, somewhere around 2016, I believe. Really started taking off in 2019 thanks to Instagram, and sold for Siren.
Man.
Oh, never mind, he died.
You can see literally on the side of the truck. We're not the first ones to come here. Whole host of people have been here. Some very prestigious names.
Oh.
And now we can add ourselves to the list. You are doing a number on that, dude.
This is so good. Man, I'm eating a lot in these videos, huh? Oh, just dripping with flavor.
Uh-huh.
Look how good this is. I also
This-
get guac in here.
Again,
Cheese.
I've kind of been putting them on that scale in my mind of like light snack versus meal. This
Okay.
one very firmly in the meal
Oh, yeah.
category.
We're
This
splitting one, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
bro.
No, this is half.
Once again, they pulled the cheese skirt thing, where they put the cheese right on the grill, cooked it, then put the tortilla on top of it. Boom.
The Sonoran way, I think the same thing as Sonoritas,
Sonora?
right?
Yeah.
I'm getting like that deeply rich chili beef flavor from the actual filling itself. I'd say
Yeah.
maybe one of the more like herbaceous ones that we've had today as well.
Okay.
Getting
Yeah.
like a lot of the cilantro, the coriander in there, which I really like.
Yes. It's the biggest burrito we've had today, I think, and it also is the thinnest tortilla.
Yes.
So whatever they're doing, this the special tortilla that they have for this, it is like made for burritos. It tastes amazing, right?
Yeah.
It definitely has more distinct flavor than the other tortillas we had today.
In terms of the flavor, like I almost get slight elements of like a crepe from this. I think maybe just because it's cooked straight on that like hot plate, you're getting like slight bits of char on there as well. Really, really good flavor. This is the first truck that we've been to today. The
Yeah.
others have been more brick and mortar, like stand
Correct,
type of places. I feel like that is something that is quite distinctly LA.
Parking lots at night and having trucks near them that are selling amazing Mexican food is Yeah, it's pretty LA.
That seems pretty LA. Like,
Yeah.
just from the outsider perspective,
Yeah.
that is one of the things I think of when I think LA. And
Yeah.
like, coming to LA, what do I want to eat? It's going to be the taco trucks. It's
What
gonna
are
be
some
the
other
burrito
things you
trucks.
think about when you think of coming to LA?
The observatory. I feel like that pops up in like a lot of movies.
What did you say?
The observatory.
Oh, the observatory.
Yeah. That's in a lot of movies. Muscle Beach.
The Hollywood sign?
The Hollywood sign, Walk of Fame.
Yep.
Paying homage to Guy Fieri's Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
That's right. Okay, well now we have a decision to make. Went to 4 fantastic burrito spots. Start off with Sonoritas Prime Tacos. Amazing burritos there, right?
Really good.
Surf
Yeah.
and Turf and the El Pastor. What'd you think?
The flavor of the surf and turf one particularly is still very much with me
Yeah.
as we make our final decisions right now.
Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic. The sort of like chili heat and sweetness with the shrimp and with the beef.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Very
Also
good.
like the al pastor as well.
Allenby's. For me, the refried beans, the slow cooked 24-hour refried beans they have there. For something as simple as common as refried beans, they have transformed them into making like the centerpiece of an already fantastic burrito. The combination, yes, simple in the idea of beans, meat, cheese, but wow. People were saying there that they travel from all over just for that burrito, and I could see why. And at the suggestion of the owner there, we got the chili relleno burrito, and that turned out to be my favorite there.
Yeah.
Right?
That was extremely good. I think they're taking the kind of classic components and just like really elevating them with
Yes.
like love and care
Right.
and quality. Because that was fantastic. Yeah, the way that kind of blended with that chili relleno, the
Yeah.
cheese, the pepper, that was wonderful.
Tell me if this makes sense to you. L&B's burritos, for me, tapped into a nostalgia that I don't have. I felt like I was eating classic burritos from my childhood, and then stop and be like, I've never been here before.
You had that like ratatouille flashback.
Yes,
When
I'm just like,
Antonino-
man, this is just a taste of home. What am I talking about? I've never been here before. So either reincarnation is real or the burritos are so good, they're tapping in to that part of my brain. Either way,
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic. I would say to anyone, worth the trip. Wherever you are, go there, fantastic. All right, after that, Yuca's. So I have been to Yuca's before because I went to the Los Feliz one years ago. This is my first time at the Pasadena location, and I have to say, quality of the food has not changed.
Really good.
Really awesome.
Yeah, I think the way that they were putting that kind of like Yucatan twist on the burritos was excellent. That cochinita pibil was like some of the best meat that I've had today.
Yeah.
I think one of the best proteins.
Yeah.
Super flavorful. Also, the kind of like textures and the assembly there was really done with love and care. And yeah, it was just a really great experience.
And James Beard himself, old beardy boy, felt the same way.
If it's good enough for the beard, it's good enough for
Yeah.
us.
And lastly, El Ruso.
Right here, El Ruso.
Right.
This was fantastic. It was very different to the other ones that we had.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, the way that they're making the tortilla, the sobaquera itself, the technique there was so impressive. Just
Yeah.
watching that through the window, I was like hypnotized.
Yeah.
And just thinking of the million ways I would mess it up if I tried that.
That's high praise, and you're like, I definitely can't do this.
could not do that
I
at
mean, I was
all.
like, never going to, but it's like, okay, I'm really out of my element here.
Yeah.
That's like when you get a job and the first day you're like, man, I really lied in that resume.
I mean, we've been eating burritos all day.
Yeah.
And you have put a dent on what was arguably the most kind of filling and rich burrito that we've had all day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. The flavor of the meat, just how everything kind of works so well together. It's a tender flavor, but just so rich and delicious, and it had a bit of a kick to it, which I like.
Yeah.
And the tortilla, paramount to keeping the burrito together. That technique, and they're doing that. They're making these very thin, very delicious tortillas. I absolutely love.
And yeah, like surprisingly durable given how much meat and liquid and juiciness was in that thing.
Yeah.
Really delicious.
So I've been texting with the Prime Minister,
Yes.
and he said that you aren't allowed back in the country until you pick your favorite burrito today.
Oh, man.
So looks like you're going to have to pick. If you had to pick one today that was your favorite, which one would you pick?
It's really hard.
Yeah.
There are no losers here.
No.
These have all been top tier burritos.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
chosen well this tour
Thank
that
you
you've
very
curated.
much. Yeah, thank you very much.
I'm gonna, I think for me, by the finest of margins, Alan B's is gonna take it.
Wow.
Specifically the chili relleno one. That was the sleeper hit.
Yeah, that one that surprised us. Recommended by the owner, and we just got it. He's like, yeah, we'll check it out. And we both were like pleasantly surprised by how good that was.
Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with El Ruso's. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with these guys right here. This
Okay.
thing was mind-bogglingly good.
Yeah.
And I think what set it over the side is that there was just something about how all this stuff worked together with the tortilla that to me just like impossible to put down.
Yeah.
And considering that we've been eating burritos all day, I'm full. I'm like a bit dizzy. I taste metallic, so I might be having a stroke. Yeah, this is just the I think, the best burrito I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's extremely high praise.
All four they've had today are like contenders, but this edged it out. I think it's
Yeah,
great.
I also love the experience. I think, like I say, for me, when I think about LA culture, LA
Yeah.
food, just having food from a truck in a parking lot,
Yeah.
that's kind of what comes to mind. So I also appreciated that for this experience. Yeah, you can kind of do it all.
All right. On to our next adventure.
All right, man, let's go lay down.
I'm gonna go sleep. Oh, here comes our ambulance.
I actually preemptively called that for myself.
Hey guys, my ride's here.
Right here. A British guy had Mexican food for the first time. Head just exploded.
On our way. Yeah.